I told you. Peace and love, everyone. Oh, thanks for whoever already came in and gave me a thumbs up. I haven't done this in a few days or a couple days. Get out. So I'm just going to wait for some people to come in and then we'll get started talking about whatever it is that you all would like to talk about. I know I have a few things that I would like to discuss today. Welcome to whoever just came in. If you would like, let me know who you are. Thanks for thumbs up as you can come in. Please thumbs up as you come in. But also, if you would like for me to know who you are, by all means, please say something. Otherwise, we're just waiting for more people to come into the chat. It's been a long, long week. Hopefully, everybody had a great day today. It was beautiful outside. I did get a chance to get out and do a little walking with my dog and ran into some relatives. And yeah, that's it. Just found out that my great aunt that passed away, that there are no services or anything, that she desired to be cremated, and so they went ahead and it's already been done. So I didn't know anything about it, and I live in the same building, but I'm just glad that everything's been taken care of. Welcome to the chat. As you come in, please thumbs up. If anybody has I don't know, anything positive. Like I said, I'm not about to deal with any type of negativity. I'm all about positive vibrations, period. So hopefully my moderator will come in here, but my mouth seems to be working pretty good. Okay. Anyway, so like I said, yesterday, I hosted a Zoom chat. If you got a chance to come in there, it was really, really off the chain. It felt good to be able to. It was my first time doing a Zoom chat, and this way you could see everybody who is in the chat and you can hear everybody, so it's not like just everybody's just watching me like I'm on TV or whatever. So it's like you're looking at everybody and everybody can talk, and if you wanted to leave out the chat for a second or whatever, you can mute yourself and mute your picture or whatever. And I don't know, I liked it a lot. I liked it so much that I went ahead and scheduled another one for next week. We were talking about just nutrition, and then you know, just just basically that. But next week we'll probably add like dreadlocks and whatever else into it. It's just like 40 minutes long, but we went to about an hour. Tonight I'm probably gonna hang for about an hour or as long as I can because I need my rest. I'm finding that yeah, I'm lacking. Sleep deprived. Is anybody else in here feeling that way? I feel like today I woke up at 10:30. That did not feel good at all. I'm usually like a 6 o'clock person. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for coming in. As you come in, please thumbs up. Let me know who you are. Chat with me. I'm not doing a television show. I want to communicate and talk about whatever it is that's going on in your mind. And why are you up right now? It's like 12 o'clock midnight, Chi-Town or Central Savings Time. Where are you located? And what would you like to talk about? What's on your mind? What's going on? How are things where you are? Or does everybody just want to hide in the background? We'll see how things go in the next 5 minutes. And again, like I said, it's pretty much a open chat where we talk about anything in respect, with much respect. I should put that on the table of others. It's not going to be any negativity in here, period. We could talk about nutrition, we could talk about dreads, we could talk about where you live, what's going on in your area. How many, I don't know, like today, again, it was a great day outside. It was nice. It was beautiful to get some vitamin D for a change. Being in Chicago, it had been pretty rainy and stuff, so it felt good to just like really get out and just kind of like, do the social distancing talk thing or whatever. Ran into, like I said, a good friend and a few relatives, and then everybody in the building pretty much had their doors open, playing music and doing our things. People were cooking and stuff, and that's it. But I can't see anything in the live chat. If anybody is like actually in here, or am I just talking and you all, I can't see what's going on in the live chat. Am I missing anything, or is nobody just not saying anything? Because somebody just say something so I could see that, other than, okay. Thank you. I just wanted to see if somebody was in here. I do not know if you all are in here. Welcome, Chronicles. Welcome, Kevin. Thank you. Good morning. How are you? Okay, I felt so alone. I'm like, dang, okay, I might as well go to sleep or try to go to sleep. So, Chronicles, what are you doing up? What's going on in your world? Same with you, Kevin. King, how are you, and what's going on, and what time is it where you are? The chat is actually just starting, so you all, takes a little bit of time to warm up for everybody. Usually in like what, 5 or 10 minutes, people start communicating back and forth. So yes, I'm telling you, every time I do these chats, these late night chats, it seems like I'm really talking to myself for the first 5 minutes, honestly. And I'll be wondering if I'm having technical difficulties or what. But anyway, my daughter told me not to do the chat today. She was like, go to sleep, because she knows everything that I did this week, everything I did today. But I said, nah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm just not going to stay up all night. Oh, you're looking at the stock market. Okay. That's cool. That's something positive. I've been doing research on I finally pulled I hadn't used my juicer in years, and I finally pulled my juicer back out, and I was trying to see what was better as far as nutrients, as far as juicing versus doing smoothies. So that's something I'm looking into. So I'm gonna share that information, the information that I gather from doctors only, um probably on my next Zoom chat. I don't do twisting, and you can definitely cleanse your hair anytime that you want. I would say just make sure that it dries within the same day, Kevin, because you don't want to do it too often. You don't want your hair wet too much. If you do it just like a week. I don't do retwist. I'm totally freeform, so you can definitely cleanse your hair whenever you want to. You don't have to do. I'm not into twisting, so I'm gonna definitely tell you, um, whenever you feel the need to wash your hair, please, by all means, do so. I mean, just make sure that your hair is dry, because you don't want to have any type of mold or mildew, you know. And because we have somebody in here that needs a lot of attention, um, Chronicles, would you like to be a moderator? You know what? I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna let this person just make a fool out of themselves. How about that? That's the type of mood I'm in today. Let me let you make a fool out of yourself. But Chronicles, would you like to Chronicles, you said because with the smoothie, the leftover medicine is in the greens. Okay. Let me give you just look out for, like, put people on timeout. Um when you see things that's inappropriate, that you rocked with me for a minute, so that I don't want to see, please just by all means feel free to put somebody in time out, or if it's too outrageous or whatever, just go ahead and block the person from the chat, period. I appreciate it. If you type in something again now, you'll see the wrench by your name. Let's just make sure that you have it. Welcome to anyone who's just come into the live chat. Please thumbs up as you come in. We're just getting started. Just started, 10 minutes ago, but really just like 5 minutes ago, people started talking. So I was talking about green smoothies. I was trying to see if actually doing smoothies was better than doing just like the juicing, like juicing a cucumber. Would it be better nutrient wise? Am I losing nutrients in just straight juicing it and drinking it? Or okay, you see a wrench, and or would I, get more nutrients out of it if I, just put it in a smoothie? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Does anybody have any ideas about that? I've been looking up like Dr. Furman, somebody I've been following for a minute with the G bombs. I've been following him thanks to Empress Sahara and Bonafide 1970. That's in the group for about a year. And I was looking at his ideals about juicing. Basically, he was saying he really wasn't into either one, that it was better just to be able to chew your foods. And if he had to really say it, if you're going to juice something, it's probably like better to juice like um maybe a little bit of fruit with vegetables or whatever, and then add it to, your kale or your greens and everything, and do a smoothie. So I don't know, I'm gonna have mixed feelings about that, because I just pulled my juicer back out and I'm like, okay, I just made about, for the second time, about 10 jars of juice. And then they're saying like after the first 90 seconds that they lose a lot of the nutrients. So I'm like, okay, if I had 10, I'm not about to drink 10 jars of juice, me nor my daughter. So I'm trying to figure out what is really the healthiest besides just straight eating raw. So that's what page I'm on today. Welcome, Empress Sahar. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, because I'm talking about if you've been here for a second. And thank you for coming to yesterday's Zoom meeting. That was really fun. It was definitely fun being able to see other people's faces and to, actually hear everybody's voices and see what people had to say. So it was really interesting doing a Zoom chat and then seeing my best friend come in at the end. That was pretty cool. But I was just trying to find out. I think we touched on it a little bit yesterday, that I had pulled out my juicer again, and I'm trying to see. Yeah, it was. It was fun. It really was. I was so glad to see you and Empress Pie and everybody else who showed up. It was just really nice. I'm trying to see what takes out like the most nutrients. Like, are you getting more nutrients if you're juicing, or if you're, just doing the blending? If you're doing like the NutriBullet, if you're doing smoothies and stuff. I don't know. I'm definitely doing some background information. I saw a thing with Dr. Furman, and I saw what his idea, what he said about it, and he really is not into juicing. Definitely not into juicing fruits, from what I was listening to him say. And he definitely was talking more about chewing your food. So that means eating your greens as opposed to pulverizing it. So that's what I'm gonna be looking up for the next Zoom meeting that we have. And Sahara, if you join us, I'm gonna be looking up as much information as I can. And if you have any information, or if anybody has any information, please, by all means. Okay, you get more nutrients from the smoothies because of you're not getting. I mean, all the pulp and everything is still staying inside the smoothies, as opposed to when you juice and all of the pulp comes out. All of the, you know, both are good. Both are good. And see, what I was doing, I was trying to salvage and make sure that I didn't lose like a bunch of fruits and vegetables that I had. So the only way I could do it, I couldn't do it by doing smoothies, because it was way too much. It was a lot. So I felt like juicing. I knew that juicing would take a whole bunch of like all the apples, the oranges, the carrots. I've been doing the cucumbers and everything. And I was just thinking, I would have wasted a lot of food if I would have just really just tried to do it in smoothies, or I would have been drinking like smoothies like all day long. And I'm really trying to watch what I'm putting in my smoothies as far as like seed wise and everything, because you do have to make sure that you count the calories of everything that you're putting in. I like cucumber juice though, because it could be up to 96% water. So yeah, you throw away, yeah. But you can also, Dr. Furman was saying, I was just watching this video. He was saying, he was actually on someone else's show, but he was saying that the pulp that you usually throw away, he was like, go ahead and put it right back in your juice. So almost kind of like if you had a cold press machine, that's when you go over and over and over again till you like till the pulp is almost like non-existent. So you're getting like as much of the pulp as you can is getting into your drink. So cold pressing is really like the a better way of going, but I'm not sure how much a cold press machine costs. And then I know for sure that buying cold press like at restaurants or whatever is it's up there. It's up there almost as much as the meal is. I've seen the cold press juice. Well, in the stores you could probably get it cheaper, but I mean, why not? If it's saying that you're losing the nutrients, what are they putting in it? For it to stay, shelf wise, to be able to stay on the shelf for a certain amount of time. So I would rather get it from someplace or make it myself. I honestly wouldn't rather get it from a restaurant or anything. I mean, when you know that you can make it yourself. But until you get a cold press machine, it's like, okay, so just do smoothies. Watch the intake as far as I mean, well, I only do like kale and blueberries, blackberries, maybe a half a banana. So I'm trying to really just like keep it on the low as far as what I need for my body. But we don't have to talk about just nutrition. That was just something that was on my mind, so I brought it up. We can talk about whatever else that you all would like to talk about. So please, by all means, feel free to interact. I can see what you're saying. I have on my glasses, so let me know what's going on. What are you doing up at this time? Where are you actually located? Well, not where you're located, but what time is it where you're located? Okay. Thank you, Empress. Juicing takes the fiber from the foods. If you juice certain vegetable, it gets in your system faster. Right. That's what Dr. Furman was saying. He did say that. He did say that. And he definitely said for diabetics, he definitely didn't recommend juicing for diabetics. So that's something that's good to know, because I'm thinking about even if somebody that's pre-diabetic, the last thing that you need is to have anything like get into your system that fast or whatever. Yeah, he definitely doesn't recommend juicing fruit at all. Right. And see, I really think that after this, hey Karen, I told you to call me. You must have been asleep, but I'm glad you're up now. Thank you for coming into the chat. You all make sure you thumbs up as you come into the chat. We're not gonna pull an all nighter today. Probably like an hour or so, or as long as I don't know. I'm just gonna go with the flow, however long it goes. But the minute I start feeling sleepy, I'm going to sleep because I didn't wake up until 10:30 this morning, and that did not feel good. I'm used to getting up early, and my body just felt weak. But I did get up and I did what I had to do. Yeah, so that's important. Like when I am talking to people about nutrition and what I'm doing and everything, I always tell people that, I'm doing this, but it works for me. It may not work for you all, because I have looked up like what works for my body or whatever, but still I'm still in the process of just like, okay, if I need to change something, let me change something, for maybe like other things, like to continue to remove the toxins from my body. Oh, okay. Chronicle said Warren Buffett has pulled all his money out the airlines, and Monday is going to be wild for the airlines. Wow, I didn't hear that. Well, I don't watch the news really either. So, what's going on with you, Karen? And how late are you going to stay up? And are you going to nod off today as well? Please thumbs up as you come in. Also, if it's 11 people in here, there's only Sahar, Empress Sahar, Chronicles, and Reese. Karen, Reese saying anything, please feel free to join in. This is an open chat. You can talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about. It doesn't matter. You can talk about why you're up right now. You can talk about why you can't go to sleep, or what are you doing? Are you only in here because it's a Saturday night and and we can't go anywhere? It's funny because what I'm hearing is the neighborhood that I used to live in, on the north side, um, that a lot of the places that are not supposed to be open are actually open. I mean, like a lot of smaller places, like smaller boutiques and stuff. I mean, like people were all out today. People with masks, without masks, not practicing the 6 foot thing or whatever, but they were like actually up. I mean, and then in my neighborhood, it's like nothing is open anyway. So, and then everything closes at like 9 o'clock at the latest. Most close at 8. So I'm like, wow. So it's different sides of town. It's different things. It's funny because the area that they're talking about is like Lincoln Park or um close to what we call Boys Town is where I used to live, and it's a lot of money that is generated in that area. So I'm wondering if they overlooking like them being out in the places being open because they're supposed to be like taxing them or like giving them a fine, a penalty of like $5,000 or more if they're open and they're not supposed to be open, which I thought it was only supposed to be grocery stores and stuff like that opening. Is anybody noticing that in the area that they're in? And again, I'm just making conversation. I'm just trying to stimulate some type of conversation. So, you know, we can talk about whatever you all would like to talk about, or we can go to sleep. We can do either or. And I'll know in like 15, 20 minutes which one we're going to rock with. Mm, okay. I'll wait. I know it takes a long time for people to type or to um, even speak like things into the microphone. So I'll wait until someone else has something else to say. Okay. Okay. Empress Sahar says it's still going in stores. Hey, free Nazi Dread. I was hoping you came in. I was hoping you made it in. Thank you for your last comment. Yeah. I mean, that's where a lot of money is generated. And again, I lived there since I was 18 up until I moved downtown. I think when I was, oh God, in my 20s. In my late 20s, I moved downtown, but I lived up there since I was 18. And it's a lot of money that's generated up there. But I'm wondering because in living downtown, like some of the bigger places like Gucci and Escada and, you know, American Girl, the Water Tower, places like that, Oak Street, the Magnificent Mall, those places are not supposed to be open, but that area also generates a lot of money from tourism. So I'm wondering if they're like closing their eyes to whatever's going on over there too, but just in like certain neighborhoods that like, okay, well, we are only opening up certain stores or whatever in your neighborhood. But if you go out of your neighborhood, you could find like way more things open up. I'm interested because hey, welcome Miracle. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad you made it in, Miracle. Hopefully you enjoyed the other chat. Really? Okay, Empress Sahar said I just heard a doctor say carbon dioxide. Does it matter like the material? I mean, because I keep hearing my nephew and my sister say a certain name. I mean, it's like a letter and a number. So I'm wondering if it depends on the material or whatever, because why do you think they call liquor spirits? Because you wrote that in big bold letters. So obviously you have a thought about it. I don't drink liquor, but I do have. It's N95. Okay, thank you. I knew it was something 95. Did I say N95? I knew it was something 95. Did I say it? I mean, but yeah, but I wanted to know. You did. You got up and started moving around. That is great to hear. Miracle was in our chat, our Zoom chat yesterday at 6 p.m. Central Time. I already scheduled the next one, Miracle. So I'll be giving out the numbers, the codes and everything again next week. I scheduled another one for next week Friday because they were like, "We'll give you extra time or whatever if you go ahead and schedule a new meeting now." So I went ahead and scheduled a new meeting. But I'm glad you're moving around. And I thought about it there at 9 o'clock, and normally the time was 11. From bad. Oh wow. 1 minute and I'll restart the chat. So her, is it still buffering? It's not still buffering? Okay, it is still buffering. So her is still buffering on your end. Who else, please? Just anybody. Bad. I'd rather like go out of the chat. It's good now? Okay, please somebody just let me know immediately because I'm plugged directly into my Wi-Fi. That's why I'm in here. Otherwise I would be in another room. It's buffering. I want to restart the chat just to see if that does anything. If that's cool. Somebody let me know if it's buffering. Okay, yeah, try to refresh. Everybody try to refresh and see what it happens. Okay. Restart the chat. Okay, I'm gonna restart the chat.